Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the alleged Kyle Long rumors. But before we get started, I just want to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. Also, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to the podcast. You can call in, leave me your question, I'll answer it, and new episodes drop every Monday. So Manish Mehta came out with a report today saying that the New York Jets have expressed interest in Kyle Long, who has been with the Chicago Bears as a interior offensive lineman. He's mostly played right guard for them, and he just retired after playing 4 games in the 2019 season. Unfortunately for him, injuries have really derailed his career for the last 3 or 4 years. If you remember, Joe Douglas reached out last year to Ryan Khalil and was able to get him to come out of retirement. And that, while it didn't work out, made a little bit more sense because the Jets were desperate for a center. So when I saw this one, I was a little bit confused because they did a relatively good job of getting offensive line depth in here. And to me, signing Kyle Long would only be adding extra depth. He had like a 38 Pro Football Focus grade last year in the 4 games. He really has started to regress and get injured a little bit. So I don't look at him as someone who'd come in and be starting over a Greg Van Roten or an Alex Lewis. Now, if you want to tell me that you bring in Wolford in order to start, that's completely different. But signing Kyle Long for him to start didn't really make a whole lot of sense. So when I saw these rumors, I wasn't necessarily thrilled or excited about it. I thought it was fine, whatever, but I didn't think it made a ton of sense for this Jets team. Well, now Kyle Long has come out and said that's bogus. The Jets haven't expressed interest in him, which just makes so much sense. And I am just getting completely sick of anything that comes out of Manish Mehta's mouth. You can't trust it. Between this, the Logan Ryan thing, you want to go down the laundry list of things that have happened with Manish Mehta covering this team, it's just ridiculous at this point. Keep it to yourself unless it's a legitimate fact, because you've been wrong far too often recently to continue to put out these fake reports. So in a sense, I guess I'm glad that it's not true because, like I said, I don't think he'd be someone who could come in and necessarily help this team. If you are looking to add another guard in here, it's got to be someone like Larry Warford. It just wouldn't make sense to bring in another depth guard. Because like I said, you already, like, Brian Winters is still on the roster. Are you going to keep him around and add in a guy like Kyle Long? And you just drafted Cameron Clark, who is expected to make the switch from tackle to guard in the NFL. You have Jonathan Harrison as well, who could play both center and guard. You have a ton of options in here, and you're going to add another veteran depth piece? That's what the part I wasn't getting. It didn't really seem to make too much sense, but it's not like we're going to have to worry about it because it seems like that wasn't true, which I guess color me surprised. Manish Mehta was wrong once again. So that's this video for today. Not a whole lot going on in Jets world, but just wanted to get my thoughts out there. I would not have really been that big of a fan of the signing. I mean, it depends on what the money's for, but I didn't think it was a necessity. And Kyle Long came out and said that that's not going to happen. So we're not going to have to worry about it. But for now, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe if you're new here. I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll talk to you next time.